Good morning, you guys. I am back home with Rusty and Desi. Yay! So, update on Mama. She is out of the hospital. She is still not doing well. She is coming off of morphine, and if any of you have had elderly parents or elderly relatives or elderly people in your life that are coming off of morphine, you know that is a slow go.
Yes.
So she is still very disoriented. She is still very confused. But we are giving her that time to get through that. She is with my brother. She lives with my brother. So he and his girlfriend, Uncle Felix, you guys have seen him, and Stacy, they are taking really good care of her today. They're, until she gets better. We are going to be going to go see her off and on, kind of help out where we can. And Mama lives about an hour and 15 minutes from us, so she's not too far. We can go and check in.
Yes.
Still prayers for her. We appreciate all the prayers that, everybody has been given good vibes and prayers. And that's really good and really appreciated. And so I think she's going to be okay as far as she had pancreatitis. As far as that goes, she's doing better. Now we're just trying to get her through the rebound headaches and the after effects of morphine and tramadol. So
trying to get her out of that fog.
Yeah, and I know she's going to make a full recovery, and she's going to be feeling so much better very, very quickly. So we appreciate all of the thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
So I got home yesterday. So yesterday?
Yeah.
And I pretty much just slept. But
after a week of sitting in a hospital recliner trying to sleep and get rest between techs and nurses and doctors and Mama hurting.
Yeah, so it was a rough go, but we're good. We did have tragedy on the farm this morning. When it rains, it pours.
Yep.
We just have to have one more thing. Actually, the tragedy started 2 days ago.
Yes.
So Rusty called me, and Desi was very upset, and her dog got a hold of the mama hen and mauled her. She was not dead. So Rusty was able to take her and get her and the babies into a secluded tractor and get her taken care of. She was doing well. I came home yesterday. She was doing awesome with her babies. And
I put the mama and the 5 babies in the brooder. I put the lid on it. I put extra weight on it, and come out this morning, and the coons had got in there and got mama and all 5 babies.
so we do have raccoons starting to stalk our flock. So today we're going to
fix the chicken coop so we can start securing them, and we're putting an electric fence around it. I know that coons don't always grab a fence, but they're going to have to get a hold of this one if they want in.
Also, we are letting Caney back out. We had originally got Caney to be our patrol dog, or to be our LGD actually, and she has proven over and over that she is very good at taking care of any rodents or bunnies or anything that
comes in the yard that doesn't belong in her yard.
Yes,
she takes care of it.
She takes care of it. So we have let her out. We are going to make her home in the lean-to. Yeah, she's patrolling. We're going to let her go into the lean-to, and we're going to make that her home. Now, unfortunately, Mayday, he is pretty much spoiled rotten, and all he wants to do is roam around and chase people's cows, so we can't let him out. And little Tyke, he's still a puppy, so he's not, So
he's not all there.
He's not all there. Not yet. He'll get there. The last video, we were cleaning all of this up, and you guys saw that other tree had fallen, or had leaves to fall and stuff. So had limbs that fell out. So we're going to have to address that as well. But we did secure this entire fence all the way around. So now the dogs have this entire yard to run. We do put them up at night, but they cannot. We secured, the we put cattle panels and stuff up around where they could squeeze out before, and some goat fencing and things like that. So now the dogs can come out of their kennel and they can run and play in this yard. Like we said, we have let Kanie out. She has a job to do. And so between her and Rusty staying up, I think he's going to go on a stakeout tonight. We're going to try to get our flock secured. So that's the plan for today. And let's get to it. All right, you guys. So as you can see, this coop needs a lot of TLC. Definitely this door needs to be fixed where we can lock the girls up at night. Also, when it cools down a little bit, we're going to have to lock them in so they will start using the nesting boxes and stop laying eggs outside or on the floor or whatever, or on the ground. So, but mainly right now, everybody knows that this is not secure for coons. We do have hail. They did have some hail screen down here, and that's preferred for the raccoons. So we are going to have to reinforce this and rebuild this. We may have to wait to reinforce this until we can get it. It's Sunday, so when we live in a small town, everything is closed. So short of making a 40-mile drive to a bigger town, we may have to wait to reinforce the chicken wire. And I'm looking, and it's here. This has hail screen, so this is all kind of an assessment at this point. I don't know why I'm out here in flip-flops. That's probably not the smartest thing. Back here, this is also, they've got double, tripled up on that chicken wire here, but it does look like we have a little bit of play up here. So we do need to reinforce. Oh, look at the little nest, you guys. There's nothing in it, but that's cool. But yeah, so we do need to reinforce a lot. There is hail screen down here, so it is pretty secure on the bottom end of it. We just know that eventually those raccoons are going to figure out that we have more chickens over here. And we are going to try to be proactive and head them off at the pass. We are heading into town in a little bit to go help our daughter. She is moving, and she just got a new house. Yay! Yay! And so they are finishing up moving, and we are going to go help them get the heavy stuff, and then we'll come back out here. But
I'm thinking the other issue we're having with this coop, Rachel put the nesting boxes up.
Me and Desi did.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the hens aren't using them very much.
And we secured them to the fence so that it's not like they're wobbly, you know, because
they're very sturdy.
If they're wobbly, they won't use them. And we put bedding in them, but see, they're not going anywhere.
But my thought is, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this screening off this side because the hens are going under there to lay eggs. I'm thinking about taking that off, and we can use that to help secure the top.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Ends.
Yeah.
And we might go ahead and pull this side loose to redo those roosting bars, because we've got a couple hens that are laying their eggs while they're on the roost instead of going to nest.
But do you think they'll continue to lay the eggs and the eggs will fall?
I don't think so, because they're able to sit right there.
Okay.
I have another suggestion.
Oh,
yeah.
Desi, look at what she went and got.
Oh, look at you. You're finding things. Good job.
What about the thing? What about the pin that we had the baby and the mama in? Can we take off that wiring?
That's the same. It's just chicken wire, isn't it? Or is it hail screen?
It's chicken wire.
I think it's chicken wire. And it's a good suggestion. But I like you're finding some resources. That's good. We can definitely use pieces.
I know where there's some of that at. Let me go get it.
Yes. All right, you guys. So we are going to go ahead and let the puppies out to run around and play in the yard. In this yard. Hi, buddy. He's my chicken killer. Are you a chicken killer? Nope, 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 nope. And then here's my boy. Hi. Hi. You ready to come out and play? Run! Yay! There goes the boys. Now they're going to be upset because Kanie is out patrolling. The good thing about Kanie is she does not leave the yard. Now we do have to get these boys fixed. Mayday's 4 and I just never got him fixed. He was our only dog. He was an inside dog and I never did. I just dropped the ball on it. Now that we have 2 males that are intact and we have Kanie. Kanie's going to get fixed first. I think she's old enough now.
Don't do that.
You know, so we're going to get her fixed first and then we're going to get them in and get them fixed. Thing I wanted to address while we were out here. This pumpkin, chickens love pumpkins, and pumpkins are very good for chickens. They are good wormers. They are good food fillers. So, see, he's not like, I think he's an opportunist more than a chicken killer because he's not fixated on the chickens. I think if they just get out. Now, Mayday, he used to kill my chickens and ducks when we lived on the other farm when he was a puppy, but we got him acclimated and now he does not harm my chickens unless they fly. If they fly, he thinks they're free game, but he will walk in here and walk around with them and not hurt them. So we're hoping that we can reform Tyke as well. I know that sometimes that seems impossible, but we were able to do it with Mayday, so we're hoping we can do that with Tyke. Back to the pumpkins. I'm just going to tell you about the pumpkins while we work. Last year at Halloween, Russ and I bought pumpkins so that we could do some jack-o'-lanterns. And I was complaining. I'm like, when did pumpkins get so expensive? Like $5 for a pumpkin. And I bought, I bought a pumpkin for me and for Rusty and for Desi and for Allie and for Josh and for Addie. And I'm like, God dang, you're going to drop $100 on pumpkins if you want to do jack-o'-lanterns. And I was like complaining, like we got to grow our own pumpkins. But we bought those pumpkins. We did jack-o'-lanterns. It was great. We all had fun. It was Addie's first time doing jack-o'-lanterns. It was Desi's first time with us, doing jack-o'-lanterns. And so we were excited. And then after Halloween and after they kind of started to wilt, we fed the pumpkins to our pigs. So we were like, oh, well, that's good. At least, we can feed this to our pigs. And if you've been following us very long, you've seen that video where we put an ad out for anybody getting rid of fall decorations. And we fed our pigs for probably 2 months on, the hay and like people have straw and stuff. We use that for bedding. The pigs will eat it as well. And then we had pumpkins and gourds and everything else. So we took that same concept and we fed our pigs. Well, our pigs planted us a pumpkin patch, and our pigs went to freezer camp February and May, I think. And so after our pigs were gone out of the pen, I wish I would have got pictures of it, this massive pumpkin patch came up. And so they planted pumpkins for us. So we just left that. It was at the other house. We just left it. We didn't water it. We didn't do anything because we were renovating this house and we were trying to move and everything else. So we just left it. Well, we had to clean up the property. When we got done, we went to clean up the property. So I took the weed eater and I went over there and I went to town cleaning it up. You guys, I found 4 pumpkins. Bigger pumpkins. Look at that. That's pretty big. Big pumpkins. And so I brought them home and we fed the chickens on them. And the chickens have loved them. So I'm not going to complain about $5 for a pumpkin when you think about the pumpkin served a purpose of enjoyment and entertainment and tradition and memories. And then that same pumpkin fed our pigs. And then that same pumpkin, theoretically, right? That same pumpkin a year later, or 6 months later or whatever, has now fed our chickens. That's actually pretty awesome. So I'm going to quit my complaining. I'm going to look at the bright side of things. And I'm excited about that. That's really cool.
Good morning.
So if you guys noticed in the video last night, we did run out of daylight by the time we got back from helping Allie and Josh. We had about an hour of daylight left and we ran out of it rapidly. So we found a door that we had taken from the donor house. It's a sliding door. And we just brought it out here, cut it off, and barricaded them in. So then that way we knew they were safe tonight. So we did have a little bit of an eventful night last night. You know, we told you guys that we left Kanie out to patrol and do her job. Well, did she do her job last night?
She did her job amazingly. Rachel comes in there and she says, Kanie's out in the yard, she's barking. I said, okay. I'm getting around. And she said, well, she's barking towards the pasture. I said, let me go look. Threw my headlamp on, looked out, a coon in the road. So I went and got my pew-pew. I knew I wasn't gonna hit him. Trying to use my headlamp as a spotlight. All I could see was his eyeballs. Took a shot, at least scared him off. Between her barking and me taking that shot, he was gone. No other barking the rest of the night.
At least we know that Kanie is going to do her job and sound the alarm when she needs to sound the alarm. She may not attack it or get it, but she's going to sound the alarm.
She's going to sound the alarm. And we know that she's going to take care of the small critters. We don't know yet if she's going to take on a coon, if it'd come in the yard, if she'd have tried anything or not, but she kept it at bay, kept it across the road because he wasn't sure about her either. So
right. So I did get the SD cards out of the game cams, so then that way I can see later on, we can kind of look and see what we've got going on out there, if there's any activity or has been activity. But anyway, we're going to finish up this coop, you guys. We're going to...
They're calling for a chance of thunderstorms again this afternoon, so we're out here trying to beat the clock, beat the rain. Desi's fixing to fire up the mower. She's got a little bit of mowing left.
She just fed the dogs. Just feed Kanie in the lean-to.
Okay.
Yeah, find a bowl or something to put it in.
Okay.
She just fed the dogs, so... All right, you guys, so we're going to get to it.
Yes, let's get a door on this thing.
All right, what do you got?
All right, guys, we have a Homesteader special.
There you go.
We went ahead and utilized everything we could find on the farm, whether it was stuff that was already here or stuff we brought with us. We did not make a single trip to town to get any of this stuff because we don't have the time with the impending weather that's coming. But we've got the hail screen here. Well, it's all in here, the 1x2 hail screen, welded wire, whatever you want to call it. It's in here. Yeah, it's kind of pieced in, but they're the sizes that we had and the pieces that we were using. We made it work. Rachel got them all put up here, stapled up. We went ahead and went over the top of the seams with 2x and sandwiched it in there. That way it's not coming out. I mean, guys, no coon's gonna pull that loose. That's 100 pounds pulling on it right there. That's all taken care of, sandwiched in here, all over here. We did get our door cut, put in.
Well, and you got all of this reinforced,
Yeah.
brand new wood,
New wood along the bottom, around the door.
reframed because it was all rotten.
Yes. Like you saw earlier, we used the old sliding door from the donor house. Throw that shut. Got our drop bar there. After looking at it, Rachel said, I don't know. I said, okay, let's look at it. We come up with this. It kind of drags there, but if you push it down, it really sandwiches that in there. That's a solid door. But we got boards all around here. Like I said, the hail screen. Everything's tied up here. Bits and pieces, scraps of everything that we used. But let's flip that up. Flip that bar up. Swing it open. Got a wire here. Put a screw in it. That way if the wind comes up, it doesn't blow the door shut. Trap them in or trap them out of there. But now we're gonna go see what Rachel did with the nesting boxes.
All right, you guys, I don't know if you can hear me over the chicken song, but first of all, there was a hole right here in this side and the chickens kept getting under and laying eggs under there. Talk about having to get on all fours and get eggs out. It was really tough. So Desi and I covered up that hole, and then I had Desi come in and put that there because they were still going underneath. But that still allows the little ones to get under and get away from the big chickens when they're locked in. But doesn't allow the big chickens to go under there and lay eggs where we were having to dig it out. We also had an issue with they were not using the nesting boxes and we couldn't figure out what was going on. We made sure they were sturdy. We put bedding in them. They were still laying eggs up here in their roosting bars. And we started thinking about it, and you know, chickens like privacy. They want to hide to lay eggs. So when we moved, that tarp was over here. We moved that tarp, we found, what, 6 eggs?
Yes, 6 eggs under the
6 eggs underneath that tarp. So then we were like, oh, they need some privacy. So first of all, back here, there was double or triple, quadruple chicken wire there. So I wasn't too concerned right here, but here it was just one deal of chicken wire. So of course I was worried about that. So we replaced that with hail screen. That's actual hail screen. And then we sandwiched it in with the tin. And then I just took this tarp. Now underneath this tarp is more of the welded wire. So nothing's going to they're not going to tear the tarp and get in. There's more welded wire. But we did put this tarp back here behind the nesting boxes in hopes that they will kind of have that privacy. And we left this open and that open so they still get that cross air, but they won't maybe feel like they might feel like they're secluded a little bit. Today's not really a fair shot at looking at this, how dark it is in there, because it is overcast. We have storms coming in, so we have been hurrying trying to get done. And I know this lady's going into that nesting box right now, but you know what? I see an egg right there. So they are starting to use it. And since we put up that tarp, they have been making their rounds and checking it out. As anybody that has chickens know, they are very, very curious. So they have been checking out their new digs, and they have so far been getting in the nesting boxes. So I need to put more bedding in them, but I'm kind of trying not to disturb the girls right now. They are trying to get in there, and we're hoping for more eggs up here, not hidden around, not underneath tarps, not in their roosting bars. So hopefully you guys, so we feel, whew, that scared me. So maybe those roosting boxes are a little bit high for the girls. What I might do is put a roosting bar on this side to where they can get up on the roosting bar and get into the nesting box. But you guys, this was an old chicken coop that was already here, and it is sturdy as all get out, but it did need a little bit of TLC. Like Rusty said, it's a Homesteader special. It is pieced together. We put together with what we have. The only spot that we have just plain chicken wire now is right up here, and I think that will be okay. We may go ahead and put another piece of hail screen above it. So they're chasing each other out.
Rude.
Hey guys, so I know it's not the inside of the house and it's not the building or the remodeling on the house, but there's so much out here that we do need to get done. We are going to be getting animals soon, different animals. We're fixing to order our meat birds. We've got to get some of the infrastructure ready. Yes. So that we can go ahead and start on that side of it.
Yeah, we've got to get the meat birds and the infrastructure for them. We've got to get infrastructure for pigs because we got to get pigs pretty soon.
Yes.
I mean, it takes 6 months to raise a feeder pig, and then to be able to raise them, get them to breeding age, you're looking at 6 to 9 months. Then we got to wait another 4 months to have babies out of them. I mean, it's an ongoing process, and we got to get this thing going.
That was easy for him to say. Yeah, so we are going to be doing projects out here, but just like with the house, we are bringing you along for the journey, because it wasn't just about the house when we bought this abandoned farm. It's about the entire farm. Yes. So we are going to bring you guys along
as we breathe life back into this abandoned farm.
That's right. So here it is, you guys. I hope you like our videos. If you do, please hit the like button.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep, share with your friends.
Leave us some comments, you guys. Everybody's been great about talking to us. We're trying to communicate back. Things are starting to get better now, so we're trying to communicate a little bit more through comments. But most of all, don't forget to smash that bell and get notified of the next new video when it comes out.
Yep, until next time, you guys. God bless.
See ya.
Peace.